Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Vampire the Masquerade Chronicle Vancouver by Night Delve into Darkness. As a warning, this is a mature game, and it explores some dark and troubling themes. Sorry, I'm just readjusting stuff here. These may include body horror, gore, violence, loss of character agency, gaslighting, mind control, and many others. Our players have discussed consent and boundaries, and we collectively avoid situations that may be triggering. The players will always let me know if anything gets uncomfortable by using yellow and red cards in our private chat. If you as a viewer ever feel uncomfortable or triggered, please pause and step away. Our streams are available on YouTube after the game, so you can always come back to an episode if you feel ready. Now, let's do some housekeeping. I would like to thank our sponsor, Mikhail Artoria of Artoria Designs, who has these wonderful dice boxes that you can see on screen. If you want to grab one of those, please visit him on Instagram. I will put the link in the chat. I think Mikhail said we're at about 97-ish% for the amount of times that he was in the chat, so there's that. Second up for our stuff is Martlet Games, and Martlet Games is a collective of tabletop veterans dedicated to producing quality content from multimedia like here on Twitch to one-shots, modules, and full-fledged game lines. They're also available for commission work or consultations to help you make the next of your tabletop projects see completion. Investing in the World of Darkness fan community is just one approach. Martlet Games is to walking the threads betwixt the worlds and sampling the heady chaos found in those paths. So apparently they've gone full Dark Umbra on this particular instance. Yeah, it's and so returning the favor on their Patreon or spreading the word of the flock far and wide secures your place among the records of history. And I keep sliding out of frame, so I'm going in the wrong direction. Let's move over here. Okay, cool. Next up, Dogmite Games. Dogmite Games is the best gaming company you've never heard of. They combine craftsmanship with artistry to create truly unique pieces of functional art for your game. From dice boxes and rolling trays to fully sculpted Valhalla screens for GMs. Each piece is crafted on site in their workshop in Michigan by a devoted team of craftsmen. And a lot of our players have their player pads now. Mine are full of level up dice, and I was holding it upside down. So there's that. Yay. And now I would like to introduce our vampires. Starting with our special guest, Joe.
Greetings, everybody. I'm Joe, better known as DJ Toreador. Nola Fanger on Twitter. I'm playing Vincent, Bruja.
And next up, we'll continue that order. Let's go with Cliff. Cliff is right beside Joe.
Oh, good morning, Joe, whichever side you're on. I'm Cliff. I'll be playing Duran Giovanni, your, what is he this week? Less confused and only plotting-ish a little bit, Giovanni.
And after that is Sara.
Hi, my name's Sara. I'll be playing Jude Duncan, she, her, for the both of us. Your Brawlin Tremere, and I feel like the Bruja and I are going to vibe. Like I'm ready for this.
Next up, let's go up to the top row, and that would be Mike.
Hey, Mike. He, him playing Mordecai. He, him. And I am excited to meet some Anarchs as well.
I
bet you are.
Next is Prince.
Hey everybody, I'm Prince, aka Doubles of Dice around the interwebs. I am playing Jalil Ja Kato, your friendly neighborhood Banu Hakim assassin and blade crafter. Both of us are using he, him, and we're probably not going to kill our Anarch friend tonight. Probably.
Probably not.
Still eat them, right?
I mean, they can donate.
And last but certainly not least, in this particular order, is Joanna.
Hello, my name is Joanna, and she, her, and I will be playing Abigail, your Tecu Tremere, also she, her. And I would like to give you a public service announcement that anarchs are, in fact, friends and not food.
Are they, though?
Who wrote these rules? Who wrote these rules?
Yeah. That's not my public.
Listen, kids. Diablerie is wrong. If you get caught. If you don't get caught, it's fine.
If diablerie is wrong, then I don't want to be right.
Wow. Okay. So
No heavy attention.
on that particular note, when last we saw the intrepid coterie, they were heading back from Sula Rose, and some of them had gotten some little bit of premonition information. That was something that I had been waiting for 2.5 seasons of the other show to drop, and just now I'm able to do it. So they head back to the Sandwich, formerly known as Xenoschism, the shop that now Jude owns, and they basically parted and went their separate ways. So let's start on the next night, and I will get a rouse check from everyone. Speaking of rouse checks, if you are watching at home and you want to do so in the chat, hit !rouse, and you can do it as part of the game. Let's have a little fun. I'm seeing a bunch of thumbs up. I'm very disappointed in all of you. Ha! There we go.
I'm happy because now I get to mark it with my marker on my player pad. I'm happy. Yay. Markers.
So, Jude, here's the following. Hey. Can you?
I wish this wasn't the only time that I got to hear your voice.
Well, if you use your powers more, you'll probably hear me more. That's all I'm saying.
I guess, but it gets dangerous after a while.
Yeah. But then I can take over for a little bit. You want me to take over eventually, don't you?
No, I just wish you could be beside me and not, because you're not you. You're something else that has her voice. I know
What?
you're not her actually.
Why do you have to be that mean? I'm her. I'm me. You know me.
You're just a different part of me, and I have to accept that you're not coming back.
I might, if you let me.
Okay, well, I know I have to, take care of it. So, I will.
Speaking of, did we do I believe somebody had a tick on their humanity thing from last game? Who was that?
Wait. I don't know.
Cooling.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. I forgot. So
Oh yeah,
thank you for the reminder. Yes,
Oh,
I guess I
yeah.
do have it's just one stain.
It is one stain, yeah.
Okay.
I was like, it wasn't Ja this time, I promise.
No, it wasn't. No, I was like,
So
I was
what?
like, I think it's me, but I forget why.
What is your humanity at
6.
6? So you
Wow,
have
so high.
3 dice to roll. 3 black dice to see if you drop again in humanity.
Okay, well here we go. Here's remorse.
Just need the one success.
I got 1. Just one.
Just coming in under the wire.
Just right.
So who will be? I'm assuming Jude would probably be somewhat close to being the first to arriving at Xenocism. Sorry,
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Sandwich.
Thank you.
See, this
Thank
is what
you.
happens when you
I
change
put the
the name.
paperwork through and everything.
This
It's
is
one
what
of my most
happens.
genius ideas. One of my most genius ideas.
Truly. So
And
yes,
we had a
Jude-
poll. Everybody voted on it. It's
Yeah, Sandwich was the winner. Yes, so Jude definitely is endeavoring to pretty much any time that we're meeting up in Sandwich to be there to make sure everything's ready and nothing is awry at that time. So she would arrive from her apartment. I do still have 2 spider juices, just FYI.
Okay.
I do have those, and I have my beautiful shiv that print or that jaw made Jude. Very excited about that. So now she has 2 boot blades, so that's fun.
You need to balance things out. You need one for each blade or one for each
Right.
boot, right?
Exactly. And I think basically that Jude would kind of be like looking around the store at this point to make sure all the merchandise is in order and probably talking. I hesitate to say this, but probably talking to Gretchen.
Yeah.
I know you want to unleash that
Gretchen.
sadist.
Gretchen is a now force of nature that you've Googled her.
And yeah, super strong as well. So
Yeah, she keeps coming up to you with random factoids about pop
Sure.
culture, like, you know, hey, did you know that like Ron Perlman and Wesley Snipes were in more than one movie together? That's not really true. I'm just trying to bug you.
Oh, okay. I was like, wow, I must have really missed that one. My education is not as good as I thought it was. So, how are you feeling tonight?
Good. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I don't know. It feels I like woke up right away. I didn't even have to drink coffee or anything. It's just like, yeah.
Okay. Good. Probably the regular crew's coming tonight.
Okay.
We're
Okay.
gonna
So
have
just
a
let
little-
them in and like lock the door after them, that sort of thing.
Yeah. Yep. We're gonna go down below as usual. We'll have a kind of a short little meeting, and then we're gonna head out. So
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah. Also,
Okay.
Ron Perlman's going to be in Transformers, like the new kind of Beast Wars movie that they have.
is that true?
Mm-hmm. I read it on his
Wow.
IMDb like 30 seconds ago.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, I mean,
As one does.
you know what? I hope he collects that paycheck,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
he has a good time with that. Good for him.
So Ja, I believe, is staying at the shop. I'm just gonna call it the shop from now on, because my brain
Yeah.
is like Xenocism. It's always Xenocism.
Jude would definitely find Ja downstairs working. He started trying to create some ventilation. He doesn't know exactly where it goes. He just made a hole that can sort of leak to the outside.
Jesus.
A little tube going out of it. If someone dies from fumes, and it's not his problem.
Actually, surprisingly, I suppose, in Vancouver there is there's a lot of buildings because it was created in a place that only gets up to maybe 20 degrees Celsius, and I can't remember what that is for our American fans. So there really isn't that many buildings with air conditioning built in. So there's a
That's
lot of
not bad.
yeah, there's a lot of portable air conditioning, and a lot of people just kind of like leave the hose hanging out of their windows, so this doesn't actually like trip any sensors.
Just smells
Or-
funny.
Yeah, it just smells bad. people wander by and they're like, what are they doing? What are they doing down there? It's just it just smells like kind of smelting, really. It's just like blackish smoke. So that's what Ja is up to. Mordecai would be probably the most on the outskirts of the area, probably the last to arrive. Duran would probably be next up to arrive, as Duran is close by. And Duran had gotten a call earlier in the evening from the person that they had met last time, which was Daedalus, informing Duran that the best place to look for Bruja would be at a kind of country and western-ish bar called Joey's. That's in Burnaby.
Bien. We're going country.
Yeah, it's like a
Yeehaw.
Joey's Steakhouse and Grill or something. I don't know. Like, I don't know why Bruja would hang out there. It's kind of weird.
Bar brawls?
Vancouver. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, that's fair.
Bien. So I'll take the car down to Sandwich then. The Fiat. Figuring that we'll be traveling further on later, and we've got a couple other cars optioned, but the more vehicles we have access to, the better it is.
With the extra equipment in the back?
Oh, yes, indeed.
All right. Abigail would likely be the next to arrive.
Yeah, Abigail would have filled in Ja on the Banu Hakim situation, the Santiago Cristobal de Cervantes and Cervantes and Montenago, and she would have also informed Cassius, because Cassius has a vested interest in knowing what the hell's going on with Sabat issues and stuff like that. So,
well, as soon as Cassius finds out that there are Banu Hakim that aren't associated with Ja running around the city, you have to go through a few extra steps when you want to get out of the chantry to kind of...
He locks the door.
Yeah, unlock a few extra things on the old passageways to make sure that, the Tremere are in their Tremere area and the Banu Hakim are not in that area at all.
But Ja gave me a peace offering from the Banu Hakim to the Tremere. It's all fine now.
That's
Abigail
great.
makes a
I don't care.
Abigail makes a point of letting Cassius know that Ja is not involved with them and doesn't know what's going on with them. Abigail would have also sent Ja's phone in basically a Faraday cage shielded box to Kevin to investigate, because she doesn't have time for this shit.
Okay. Yeah, it's going to take a couple days to get down to Kevin.
Yeah, and I would have ordered a new phone for Ja.
Yeah, you have a couple spares kicking around.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you plan that far ahead.
Because Ja is not safe with phones.
Yeah. So Abigail's gonna put like an OtterBox on it, like.
Yeah, not one of like the regular kind of traveler otter boxes. It's one of the ones that the
military grade ones.
Yeah,
Yes.
you can run over with like a
phone
tank
3 times the
tread,
size.
and it's fine. Yeah, the phone's like this thick now. It's
I gotta rouse Potence to prowess so he can stab the phone now.
Yeah, so she's gonna grab that and throw it into her bag, and then she's gonna make her way down to Sandwich.
And Mordecai, last but not least, what are you up to and heading out?
Just coming from a visit to a church. That's in my notes, but anyway. Yeah, he's got Mercy with him, and the car is loaded to bear as well.
Okay. And for all the people playing the home game, get your players to do some notes, like their goals and ambitions and such, to, help them out. And it helps you out as a storyteller, because, you can, helps you out as a storyteller, because you can, kind of pull a little bit of inspiration from a few of those things. So, let's just fast forward a little bit. And everybody is now at Zeno's. Fuck's sakes. Sandwich. Everybody's at the shop.
If anybody wants to throw in 100 bits, every time he says that, we get free XP.
No, you don't.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Look at this deal.
I like that.
All in favor?
This isn't a democracy.
They're all dead. Roll new characters.
Much
Could
like
be.
the Camarilla, this isn't a democracy. So, everyone is
In it.
arriving.
Wave hello to Gretchen.
Oh, hey, did you know that Ron Perlman's going to be in the new Transformers movie?
No, don't care. Let's go.
Oh.
And he's
No,
also
I
in
did-
something
I did not
called
know this.
Robo Dog, which is coming out soon. I'm not sure what that's about. It might be part of the whole Transformers thing. I'm not sure.
That the RoboDog sounds very Disney.
Gretchen?
Don't tell me Ron Perlman's going to become a Disney princess, because that would make my night.
Gretchen,
that'd
you
be
know what would be
great.
great? If you would actually write all of this information down.
Oh, I don't have
In
to. It's on
longhand-
IMDb. It's right
no,
here.
I know, but in
Come here.
longhand, because some of our friends are not quite so well versed with technology.
I was just gonna come
Write
upstairs
it
and use
out.
Dot.
Write it out, and
Kinda
sit
good.
at this desk and write it out, okay?
Sure. And she's like trying not to look at Ja at all.
Went down-
Oh, don't
business
worry about
Gretchen.
him. Just go and at the desk, just write it all out for us, and then we'll go through it,
Okay,
and we'll see
okay.
about making Ron Perlman one of us, if he isn't already.
He'd make a great vampire. Did you see Blade 2?
No, Gretchen,
Huh?
desk, paper,
Right.
pen, write.
Okay. Sure.
Thank you.
Note to
Um,
self: call Ron Perlman's agent. Arrange a meeting.
Ron
so
Perlman in the family.
I'm
Oh,
guessing-
Lord.
See.
I'm
Oh,
guessing
Lord.
you don't necessarily even have to at this point go down to the downstairs, as everyone is part of.
I want to
This
go downstairs anyways, because every
particular
time we go downstairs,
family.
Jaw has done new stuff.
Okay. What new
So-
stuff is Ja done now that everyone is proceeding to the downstairs area?
I'm not there.
Let me see. I'm gonna roll my craft and see what I've made, or see if I failed. Most likely, I failed.
There's some dice ASMR for everybody at home.
Shit, that's not bad. 3 successes. So, Mr. Giovanni, you have a few silver bullets.
Are they of a caliber that will fit my gun?
Yes,
Oh, even better.
it's 3 of them.
That's more than 0.
That's true.
Viene.
Just don't ask about old Aunt Giovanni's silverware that you had in your shop.
I only have 3 dice and I got 3 successes, so I'm just like, yo, that's a winner for me because I was not blade crafting.
That's true.
These are good quality, Senor Keto. Grazie.
I was trying something new. It doesn't always work. I've had to throw out a bit of silver. It can
These
be
look-
melted back down,
These look
probably.
fun. Eventually, we'll have to go to Stanley Park again. These will be of benefit.
I mean, given our luck, yeah.
No Stanley Park, please. No.
Well, tell that to Mr. Cassius or whoever
Well,
else
and
pulling our
and,
strings.
The
and,
little
Barrett
changeling.
Newenite.
Yeah, Baron. See, that Baron.
I feel like I'm
Speaking
in
of
an
which-
NSYNC video or something.
Speaking of which, we have another Baron to go speak with tonight in Burnaby at Joey's Steakhouse and Grill. It sounds like a hangout for my family.
Steakhouse.
Sounds like a hangout for my family, but it is not. We have several Joeys in my family, but it is a country and western type place. So I will
Oh
be
wow!
I
It's
will
gonna
be dressed
just like home.
inappropriately.
I don't have
Ah.
lane dance.
Bien,
Yeah,
so
same. I think we're talking about.
Let's just
like,
go.
Yeah, let's just
Viene.
American South.
bien, no, well, this
Oh,
is
Mr. Jaw.
Canadian Southwest.
Mr. Jaw, here's your new phone.
Thank you.
I've sent your other one for analysis. This one might be a little more weighty. I think it might be up to the task of how you handle
Jai
them.
immediately throws it in the air, lets it back down to the hand. Yeah, weighty. This.
You can
It
use
didn't
it to
break.
hit people.
It didn't break, but it made a very nice clattering sound that you enjoyed.
This is better for my physicality.
Exactly. And I sent the other one to be analyzed. Also, and I yada 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 the Santiago Cristobal de Cervantes and the Montano.
Montano.
Montano. Why do I have this? Oh, that's why, because I erased that G. Okay. So I yada 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 that to all of them so that they know what's going on, that there's some really weird stuff going on in the city.
There's some La Sombras of note that have come up.
So Santiago Cristobal Cervantes?
De Cervantes.
De Cervantes.
Like Miguel de Cervantes, like Don Quixote.
Sí. Sounds very Spanish.
I can't worry about my brethren right now, but when we have time, I will certainly look into this.
I'm letting you know so that you can be on your guard if you need. Well, I mean, I know you're always on your guard, but so that it doesn't come as a surprise.
Well, you all should feel safe. If they haven't attacked you and tried to kill you yet, they probably aren't going to because you'd already be dead.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I feel like I'm not really on their radar, probably.
Yeah, not yet.
Someday.
As soon as you start the praxis shit, then maybe. Because we get hired out to kill people like you. No offense.
Well, hopefully by
I
the
get
time that Jude declares praxis, they will have left the city.
All right,
It'd help,
so
wouldn't it?
we're going to the bar,
Sí.
and what's our strategy for
We are
convincing them?
looking for a Baron Vincent. Now, if he looks like a half lion man, I will wonder that we are living in pop culture.
No, we're done with the Beauty and the Beast. We're done with that.
One
I
is
don't wanna
never,
hear any
never,
more about it.
never
Ah,
done with Ron Perlman.
Okay. I hope. I mean, this is 2021. We gotta have better prosthetics than that now, surely.
See, I would think.
Okay, Baron Vincent.
The usual. We ask what the Baron and his people would take as payment to enjoy the thrill of being in the front lines against the Sabbat. The Sabbat are bad news for the Anarchs as much as they are for the Camarilla.
True.
You
Yeah.
know, the Camarilla is not horrible for the Anarchs. Witness the fact that they are here and there are barons in place.
Right.
The Sabbat roll in and there will be no Camarilla and no Anarchs.
Is this another situation where maybe I should name drop Karna?
If it comes to it, sure. But I don't know. I don't know what kind of leanings the Anarchs have. So it's up to you.
See,
All right. Well, I'll only say
I
something.
mean,
if
we're
it
going to
seems relevant.
steakhouse, so you could be like Karna Asada or something like that.
Oh my soul has been wounded by that. You have wounded my soul. Oh yeah. I mean, I'll leave those types of jokes to you. How about that?
That was a joke?
I did not get the reference. Do not explain it. It's all good.
Okay. And you just sort of stares blankly for a second. Okay, well, what do you think? Like, do we have examples of stuff that we can offer them?
But we can do the same thing we did with that other Anarch.
Oh, so just cash.
Cash, weapons.
Okay.
I do still have some grenades. I feel like Anarchs will like grenades.
A little too much. I'm going to hang on to mine. I think I could still find them of use. Dropping them in the sewer is something I periodically consider.
Well,
Oh,
I
that
think
reminds me. Go ahead.
I think that, I mean, the main law for them to, or main law, the main incentive for them to join us is that they don't want to get killed by the Sabbat. I
See,
think that's we lead with that, and then if they really need more incentive, then we can lead with weapons and money. And I'm sure Mr. Mordecai has enough stashed away that we can, and you yourself, Mr. Giovanni, that we can take care of that.
see,
Do you
See,
think there's any
and-
way that they know about that there's like gonna be a Sabat problem here soon? Do you think they
That-
maybe know?
that is
I'm
worth
going
asking.
to assume yes. If we know, then they probably know because there's always someone spilling secrets for the right price.
True.
See, it is worth the asking.
All
Okay.
right. Shall we then?
And given our usual proclivity, I'm fully expecting a side quest. We will arrive and they will go, we will help you, but you need to obtain this item from these people who will be more people who we will
Hey,
piss off.
that's how you get
That
the
happens
lure
all
and
the time.
XP.
We,
Okay.
we have been here, we have been together about a month now. And how often has this happened? At
If
least
we're lucky,
twice a
they'll
week.
want a sandwich. That was a joke.
Oh,
Okay.
it was?
Okay.
Okay.
Viene,
Okay.
viene.
Right.
Okay, John.
Fine.
John.
Sure. All right. I'll stick to blade crafting.
You can't hit home runs with every swing.
Kick.
All
field
right.
goals. Sure. It's
Viene.
football season. Let's go.
See, let us go to this Joey's Steakhouse and Grill place.
All right. And
Okay.
we assume Mr. Mordecai has shown up by this point?
Yes.
Okay.
Viene, which vehicles are we taking? Do we want to, I think several, rather than stuffing us all into one hefty plastic and aluminum target. I mean, car.
Eh. Yeah.
I will drive.
Okay. Jude will go with Duran.
Viene,
Abigail will go with Jaw.
Mordecai, who's team you on?
I'm going by myself. Thank you.
Oh.
Three
Is he
cars,
riding?
eh?
Is he
That
driving that
tracks.
Viper?
Yeah, I was about to ask. Is it the Viper?
Yeah, but Mercy's with him.
Sweet.
All right.
So you're making your way down to Joey's.
Yes.
So you Google Maps it. Joey's is kind of like one of the ones that's just off the beaten path a little bit. There's like a gravel driveway type parking lot type thing. They doesn't look like they've really taken care of too much of it. It may have actually been concrete in the past, but it's just been worn down. It's kind of a wood building. There's like kind of the neon sign out front that says Joey's, and like the bar and grill kind of like is sputtering in and out. And are you all going inside?
Well,
There's
get
a-
out, take a look at the place and go, I see. A quality location.
Good point. Thank you.
I would like to turn on Sense the Unseen.
That's a good plan.
So
I
resolve
will
and
as well.
aspects.
I'm gonna do wits because
What kind
I
of
can do
building
that,
is
right?
this? Like, is it like a short, squat sort of thing?
Yeah, it's short. You can tell that there's enough like on the inside. It's basically kind of the size of like an old school gymnasium type thing. Like it's not super large, but it's kind of like short and it doesn't have more than one layer to it, really.
All right.
But there's
Guy's
enough
gonna
space
do
for
his
like
sneak and scout thing, sort of either soaring leap on top of a building or climb another building to get a view from up top, see if there's anything to be noted.
There really aren't any other buildings nearby.
Okay,
So
I
you'd
was
have
gonna-
to
I
go
was
on the
gonna
top
say,
of this one.
Then
Yeah,
I'll
is
just climb up this one. I'll just sneak past people and climb up.
it's a standalone, so it's surrounded by parking lot.
Yeah, it's the kind of like gravel parking lot as previously described.
I have only one success.
I got 3.
There's people in there. You are kind of there's one person outside that is kind of, you know, leaning up against with their back up against the wall. And it's got one of those like kind of double door things that swings back and forth. That you can definitely tell this person is of the non-living variety.
But
Percy's
not
going to
somebody
stay in the
who's.
car. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I was going to ask simply, it's not like somebody who's normally unseen, though. It's just, somebody's there.
Yeah, it's just somebody
Yeah, I
like
didn't roll
hanging
high
out.
enough
Oh,
for that.
okay.
Okay.
They have a leather jacket on.
So there's nothing extra conferred by the 3. Okay.
Nope. Like there's a few hazy bits for the 3 on the inside of the building that you can kind of, but it's kind of like a haze. It's kind of mixed
Okay.
in with like other things that are going back and forth because you can't really get a bead on anybody.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay. So Jude will look at like Duran, and then where are we parked the cars? Like in one of these many parking lots as described?
It's just one big kind of like
Oh, just one
gravel,
big thing.
yeah,
Okay.
gravel thing on the outside.
Oh,
there
gravel.
is
Okay.
there is a fair chunk of cars there right now. Like it seems
Okay.
like tonight is kind of like a popular night for this particular bar, and you
Definitely
can
line
hear
dancing.
you can definitely hear inside. There's a lot of like country and western ish music, probably Dwight Yoakam.
Yeah, I'm not turning my
Oh,
senses
okay.
on. At least not my hearing.
Yeah, not this time.
No.
So Jude's kind of just taking in this like flickering sign and these like the swinging doors, and she's like, "Oh man, truthfully, when I came to Canada, I never really thought I'd like see one of these. To be honest, I'm shocked that this is here, but yeah, a little taste of home. So we just going in. I know
You know-
Jaws up there, but
I'm going to
And
take
Jazz sneaked off.
yeah,
I'm
no.
gonna
Yeah.
take half a moment while Jaws up there. I'm going to drop Oblivion Sight over my eyes to see if there are any Wraith-like types running
Oh,
around.
yeah.
There is.
Are they wearing like 10-gallon hats, and cowboy boots, and
Well, 5-gallon, but
5-gallon, 4-liter hats?
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, we have to convert it for our
Yeah.
Canadian
Yeah.
fans.
4-liter hats. Fantastic.
Yeah, there's the odd person here and there that you can kind of notice. There's somebody who walks into the bar that you can see that there's like a wraithly presence behind them, almost
Okay.
like something that you definitely would know that something that they would have on them or them themselves would be the fetter, and then the wraith is kind of following behind them. There's a few kind of like specters that are just like the repeating types that are just doing the same thing over and over again, that you're like, yeah, no, don't even worry about that or that. But that person is definitely someone that has a wraith with them.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. I don't feel
And
like
I-
collecting people for feathers, but still interesting. Bien, okay.
Okay.
My
And
the
Mordecai,
eye's clear.
so where are you? Mordecai?
Sorry, I was just waiting for everyone to finish.
Oh, cool.
Mercy is staying in the car. Mercy is armed to the teeth.
Is it the
Okay.
Viper or is it?
It is the Viper.
Like, okay.
So it's very not subtle, rumbling into the parking lot. And she guns the engine once or twice before she turns it off, just because.
Yeah. She knows Mordecai's MO in that particular regard.
So
Whatever
make sure-
it takes to get the eyeballs in this direction, like
make sure the gun is loaded. Back of the small, the back, making sure that all the other weapons are present and comfortable. Turn on awe, rouse charisma. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this in style.
Breaking out all the Mordecai stops right now.
No.
Mordecai is feeling a little insecure about these things right now
He's
because
having a
previous
real middle child.
This is a heavy flex,
Middle
guys. This is
child
a heavy,
moment.
heavy flex.
It's not his heaviest flex, though. That's something
I'm
else.
kind of wondering if I should just turn that on now.
Please
I
don't.
mean, if you want
Oh
to.
no, not that. Please no.
Because that's a lot of fucking dice.
How did the rouse check go
a 7 and a 9
for the
for
charisma?
rousing awe?
Okay.
Or turning on awe.
No, you don't need it for awe.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, no. So I had 7.
Yeah, awe is just automatic. Okay.
So I have stupid amounts of dice now.
Let me double check something for everybody else because they might be able to resist.
Yeah, good luck.
Potence, protein,
I
presence. There
believe
we
it's resolve and composure.
go. Composure plus intelligence for anybody who would like to resist.
Oh, for awe?
For awe, yes.
Oh, is that including the coterie?
If you want.
You can direct it away from us if he wants to.
He can, but he's not going to. So I'm gonna actually.
If you want.
Now, what are you
I'm
doing?
gonna rouse
If you want to
intelligence.
look away, you're welcome to look
Sorry,
away.
actually, you said composure and intelligence.
But why would you?
I said intelligence and composure, yes.
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna rouse both of those.
I'll let
Why
you
not?
have. I'll let you have this
Oh,
one,
you want to
Mordecai.
flex on this, Abigail? Okay.
I don't want to flex. I want to at least try. I want to give myself a
You want...
And you see, Jude is
pass
when you.
both rouse checks.
Wow, nice.
Damn it.
Damn.
No,
Come
Winston.
on, no
Aw,
Winston.
man.
Oh.
Duh, the night is young. The night is
Yep,
young.
that is young. We can get into that. Composure
Yeah, we
plus
didn't do a
intelligence,
rouse
yes.
check, did we? Oh, we did, yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Everybody passed but Jude. Law of averages. At least one of
Yeah.
you has to fail.
Fair enough. Though now I'm getting scared every time I go to a bar. I'm like, Jude has to
Hmm.
feed, and then I get flashbacks. What happened?
Switch.
Sarah the player does, not Jude, because
Do I roll
doesn't
anything
exist.
on presence?
Jude has no
Or
idea.
For awe?
For awe to
I don't
activate
think
it.
that's contested. It's just activated. It's just my charisma plus my presence.
Your
Isn't it?
presence, yep.
Yeah.
Do I roll that?
If it's
if you want.
contested,
Yeah,
I
if
would
it's
think
contested, yeah.
If someone contests it, so someone's contesting it, so I guess I have to roll it.
Manipulation plus presence.
Oh, I'll rouse that too then.
and after Mordecai turns on awe, Jude is just gonna
Nine.
like sort of be like looking at him with googly eyes.
Sorry, Mike. What was that again?
I got a 9.
Alrighty.
So
Eventually, one of
that's-
you has to fail a rouse check. Is all I'm saying.
I'm sure I will.
You'll get your chance. Esty.
I have 9 successes. Sorry, that took me a while because that's a lot of dice.
You both have 9.
I'm not
Mordecai
flexing.
hasn't-
I'm just trying to give myself a fighting chance.
No, that's just
all.
cool.
If
No,
you
no,
beat me,
no.
Mike, I'm okay with that.
Mordecai
rolled
hasn't-
a 9 for the rouse. He hasn't rolled his dice yet.
Yeah, he hasn't rolled the time.
Oh, okay. I was like, whoa, 9 versus 9. I thought that was cool.
And you don't get your presence dice for this one, Mike, because it's activating it. You would just do
So,
the straight presence plus manip,
So presence 5,
and
Plus
then your
manipulation.
manipulation.
which is also 5. Oh wait, no. I'm at 4. My mistake. 9 successes. I rolled a lot of.
What did I say? What did I
It-
say?
I rolled a lot of 10s.
In my game, ties go to the defender. Since
Ooh.
awe is the active discipline, the defender would be Abigail.
Ooh.
So you're kind of like,
Remember that.
and then you're like, no.
Well, as I said, Mike, I wasn't trying to
I mean-
PvP or anything. I'm just giving myself a fighting chance.
If I have to, if I'm allowed to deflect it away from my friends, then I would do that.
Okay.
That's not even a. I mean,
Either way, nothing lost. It's not like I got hungry or anything like that, so it's all good.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Dun dun dun. Okay, so are you proceeding into the establishment?
I think so.
Hey,
Ja, are you just gonna what are you coming in or are you staying there?
Ja is prowling the outside. I rolled a
Okay.
critical success on stealth
Okay.
to be hidden, so I got 6 successes on that. And I'm moving silence to death. I'm just trying to get scope out the outside of this place, see where all the entrances, exits are, that sort of thing. And once I've established that, like where someone could run away from us, then I'll go in.
There are a couple exits to the building. There's the main one with the doors. It looks as though one of the large windows on the outside has been replaced recently. Almost as if somebody got thrown through it at some point. Who knows?
Defenestrated. All right.
There is a side door that is kind of... You can tell it's not used very often, or if at all. And there is the door that's to the back of the building, which you can see, like, there's a couple people in, like, kind of white outfits with, like, the cook smock stuff on, and they're, like, smoking at the back. And, you know, it's, like, where the cooking staff takes their breaks, that sort of thing.
And I, take some pictures with the camera, send them to the group. These are all the entrances, exits. I'm making my way in. Is Mordecai doing his weird thing?
I send back, I think Mordecai's doing his weird thing.
you'd know he was doing his weird thing.
Yeah,
I mean, a safe assumption. All right.
there would be people
Ja
that are...
activates Daunt then.
Okay, so that's happening. When you all go in, can I get a bit of a marching order so I can see, like, who's going in first, who's going in second, that sort of thing?
Ja
I'm
would be the
thinking-
last,
I'm
for
thinking
sure.
Mordecai's going in first because he's got the awe shield up. So
Probably a
he,
good
you know,
idea.
him and Jude in front. I'm stepping back from the two of them. Let our heavy hitters go in first.
So
Yeah, I'll be kind of right alongside Mordecai. Probably just looking at him like,
you
So
both...
these are your people.
listen, it's not exactly the same because I'm not actually from the South. I'm from the Midwest, but you know,
What's
it's
the
rural,
difference?
so there are it's just different qualities. The accent is different, and stuff like that. I mean, now I'm in Canada,
Okay.
so I really don't have any idea what to expect here. I mean, I recognize the music, but I truly don't know what kind of situation.
Are there pickup trucks and
Yes.
farms and cows?
Oh,
and cowboy
yeah, a
hats
lot of
and
cows.
rodeos.
You missed that part of Alberta.
and it's all the same. You can change the accent, but you can't take the country out of the girl, as it were.
yeah. I mean, you're right. I think. I mean, man, you would have hated it on the farm, man. Oh boy, you would have just had a bad time, wouldn't you,
Jude?
Mordecai? Yeah.
Bad taste doesn't know borders. It crosses all borders. So-
Yeah. I figured that would be the case. But
There's-
all right,
there's-
so we're looking for. Go ahead, Steve. Sorry,
Yeah, there's the zinger of the evening.
I love it. So
we are looking for Baron Vincent and that gentleman without the heartbeat at the door in the leather jacket might be able to point us in that direction.
Yeah, he very much was keeping an eye on those of you that were going in, and you know, he's got plaid on, he's got like a vest, that sort of thing. He's, you know, he's definitely trying to fit in, but you can tell that this wasn't like the entire outfit, that there would have been a leather jacket at some point in time in his existence.
well, naturally.
So you push open the swinging doors,
I feel like I
And-
need suspenders.
there's a lot of noise in here. Like there's kind of like the white noise that comes with, you walk into a packed kind of restaurant situation. There's like wooden seating area, like wooden tables, and like the kind of the seats that have the like kind of circular thing on the back where you lean back that are like half seats. There's people eating, there's talking, there's music playing. There's like a mechanical bull over on the left, and
Mordecai's looking for a spittoon.
there is a spittoon. It's beside the bar on the right.
Looking for the peanut shells on the floor.
They went, oh yeah, it's
Looking for
the floor is
a stalk of hayseed from somewhere.
ever so slightly a little sticky when you walk in. Like it's a little. Yeah, this place is lived in. Let's put it that way. This place.
Mordecai's turning on presence as a shield, literally hoping.
Jude's just like
should-
playing with their suspenders, like
Daunt,
just taking in the.
Jaws got the right
the
idea. Maybe I
smells.
should turn on Daunt.
Jai
There-
goes up to Jude's ear and is like, just so you know, places like these, have you ever thought about how easy it is to kill someone when it's this loud? They don't even know you're coming. You should keep that in mind. A knife to the back is so simple in a place like this.
He says.
Yeah, they
speaking
do that in
behind
movies
him.
all the time where they're in a nightclub and everyone's like on drugs.
This
and
is
then
why
they
I gave you that shiv. It's very easy to hide. Just
Yeah. Perfect.
You should learn Silence of Death, by the way.
Can you teach it to me?
Yes, but you won't like it.
Well, I'm gonna have to do a lot of things I don't like, so
And
it'll
there's
help me out in the future. I'm willing to try it.
There's line dancing going on if you look directly ahead, and there's as opposed to it actually being like kind of a jukebox or anything, there is actually a live band playing right now that is covering Dwight Yoakam.
Freebird.
I mean, there's at least one
Bird.
Danjalili.
I'm picturing ZZ
Aw.
Top from Back to the Future 3.
Oh, completely.
Yeah, oh yeah, there's
Absolutely.
definitely a steel guitar in this particular ensemble.
Dun, 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 dun,
Down,
dun,
down.
You're gonna get us muted.
It was less than 10 seconds. Thank you. Thanks. Okay, so I mean Jude's looking out for whoever they're supposed to be,
Well,
Vincent.
There was that guy
the-
that was in front of the doors that we were supposed to potentially, I think, exchange words with if we're going through the
Oh.
front door.
And
Okay.
to rope in our special guest, Vincent, where would you be in this particular scene?
Vincent would probably be in the back.
Okay. So
seated up
your
on the desk, chilling.
your kind of lieutenant comes in and he's like, Vin, there's
What?
there's
What's
there's
going
there's some of
There's
our
a scene.
there's some of our kind that are coming in, and they're, let's just say, not being subtle about it. Yeah.
That he means
on? How many?
subtle.
There's like 5 in the group. Looks like one of them's using awe, the other one's using daunt,
Hmm.
because you can sort of see like the one side coming in and the other side kind of going out.
You know we don't do that in here unless I get to say so, right?
Yeah, I know. Do you want me to go tell them?
No, they might be here to see me, but make sure you got your gun on you.
I always have my gun on me.
Load it up with burst. That's all I'm going to say.
Can do, boss. So, everyone is kind of wandering in, taking in the ambiance of the area. If you did have a sense of smell. Like if you were breathing right now, you would definitely kind of get smells of the kitchen. Like there would be like food, and it would definitely smell like meat-ish area. Like there's people ordering steaks and
Barbecue.
oh yeah, it's just definitely a barbecue smell coming out of this place. So the two who were using Sense the Unseen, or anyone else who wants to use said senses, give me the checks on those if you would like, to see if you can, now that you're in the actual bar, to narrow it down, see who's who and who's what.
I got 2.
You can see that they're being really subtle about it, but there are some people who are here that aren't quite eating, as you say.
I've got 2 as well.
Okay. Yeah, same thing. There are some people that aren't eating, but they have food in front of them, and their food continuously kind of disappears, but it's definitely not going into their mouths.
It's a trap.
And Jude will lean into Abigail. Yeah, so yeah, definitely looks like some kind of hangout. See all those people with the food just.
Well, it's not all kindred, so we do have to be mindful of the masquerade. Not that we wouldn't have to be anyway, but especially careful because it's not all kindred here.
Yeah, you're right about that. I'm gonna make sure to be extra careful.
Yes. Wouldn't want to be using any spider juice.
Yeah, that's no good here. No. Hopefully we won't need to use that. So
well,
okay.
Shall we find who we need to speak with then? Mr. Mordecai, do you want to lead the way? Or Mr. Giovanni?
Mr. Giovanni, you notice, is kind of broken off from the pack a little bit and has gone up to the bar.
You always do this.
What are you saying, Mr. Giovanni?
I'm just ordering a cider.
What kind of cider you want? We've got like 5 of them on tap.
Surprise me. Something I might not try.
Okay. And, they come back in a couple seconds with a kind of apple. You can tell from the smell it's like an apple cider.
Bene. Grazie. And make sure to tip well.
Oh, thank you. So now that you've noticed Mr. Giovanni had wandered off, what is everyone else doing?
I'm going to head to the bar.
There's a bit of a crowd developing around Mordecai.
Sidle up to the bar. I'm just going to go completely cliche. Give me a snake bite, and I'll buy that hat from you.
You can't buy my hat. Like, it's part of my uniform.
Really?
Yeah. They're saying this
$100.
Without taking their eyes off of Mordecai. They're like preparing the snake bite as well, and they're like, "Yeah, sorry, that comes out of my pay."
$200.
I can't really do it.
Do you have an extra one?
Well, yeah,
I'd
we've
like to fit in.
got some extra ones in the bag if you
Sure.
want for $200.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll definitely give you one of those.
Absolutely.
So
big Lucille Bluth energy.
yeah, so eventually they come back with a hat for Mordecai.
I'm looking for like a hay bale to grab a piece of straw.
There's no hay bales in here, unfortunately.
If I can, I think Abigail would like to go and find the nearest non-breathing, since everybody else seems to be occupied.
All right.
So who do I find?
There would be somebody that you would notice that there's kind of a hallway that would lead to the washrooms, and there's somebody just outside of that just walked out and stood there, and they're definitely keeping an eye on the area.
Hello. My name is Abby, and I was hoping to have an audience with Vincent. Do you happen to know where he might be?
At the point that you mentioned Vincent, their demeanor kind of changes. At first, they were kind of like, you could kind of tell that they were keeping an eye on you. But when you mention Vincent, their face just goes completely kind of, what do you want with Vincent?
Well, and Abigail leans in, I should say Baron Vincent. I mean, obviously I don't want to be disrespectful, but I don't want to also breach the Masquerade.
Are you here with...
They are part of my coterie, yes.
Jude's line dancing.
Dex and performance?
Is
I'm
there a way
I'm
to
getting a
actually-
flashback to season 1, and I'm gonna
Rousing
have to...
Dex, because if Jude is dancing, then Ja's dancing, and he has to outdance
no,
Jude.
let me have this. No, why
Yes,
won't you let
here
me
we
have
go.
this? Damn it.
Sorry,
That's
Joe.
success somewhere else for Dex.
Joe, you were
I'm
saying?
running for Dex.
Could you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there a way I can activate heightened senses?
Yes, you can. Which sense are you heightening?
Smell.
Smell? Alright.
Smell.
Just gonna take a quick whiff, see what's going on. Let's see. That would be... Let's do a wits and... Man, wits and awareness or wits and insight?